One of the most enjoyable parts of making If I Stay was the process of creating the sound, the identity, the playlist for Adam's band, the songs that he would write and that the band would perform when they played out. What we did was music supervisor Linda Cohn and composer Heitor Pereira and I spent many weeks listening to hundreds and hundreds of songs that were unrecorded, unreleased songs that Linda had solicited from songwriters. We put the word out that we were looking for music that combined the different influences that I felt were integral to who Adam was. The music would be punk-influenced and new wave-influenced and grunge-influenced on one hand, since that's the music that Adam grew up admiring. But since it's 2014, it would also have a pop sensibility because that's the music of Adam's own generation, and that was the unique alt-indie sound that we were looking for with Adam. Of course, it would also be guitar-driven, and I really wanted to have a keyboard in there because I thought it would be cool for Liz to be Adam's keyboard player. I think I had this image of Linda McCartney in my head, from the Wings days. And of course, we knew it needed to have a strong male vocal. That was the idea behind it. So Linda put the word out. The one rule we had was that the songs couldn't have been previously released. And songs started to come in, and a couple of times a week for several weeks, Heitor, Linda, and I would get together in Heitor's studio in Santa Monica, and we'd order in sushi, and we would spend hours listening to songs. The first song we had to decide on was the song that Adam's band would be playing in the tiny little club the first time Mia comes to see him on their second date. I pictured it like the Cavern in Liverpool where the Beatles first played. One of those tiny little clubs you always heard about Nirvana playing in Seattle before anybody had ever heard of them. That's what we wanted that night to be like, this electric night in a tiny space with a low ceiling where everybody there knew that they were seeing something special. The perfect song, the song that we found, and when we heard it, we knew it was the perfect song, was Shining Mirrors, I Want What You Have. And that's what we went with.